Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at what messages you need to receive from Archangel Metatron. Now, as always, you have three piles in front of you. When it comes to selecting your pile, please make sure you pick one that is most for you. Of course, for you to make your choices easier, you have feathers, you have the images, or if not, you have these cute donuts. I'll give you some time when it comes to your selection, and then we start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, then these are the messages that you need to receive from Archangel Metatron. Now for you, pile 1, Archangel Metatron is here to tell you that Earth is a school. We are all here to learn lessons and also to just make sure that the human experience is beautiful for us. Remember this, at this point of time in your life, you're growing as a soul and you're growing at a tremendous rate. So the lessons that you're learning right now, the situations that are happening in your right now are very important. So please learn from them as best as you can, and please make sure you really reflect on the things that are happening and make notes out of it. Because what is important is, the notes that you make today, the things that you learn today will be helpful for you not only now but in the future as well. And remember this, especially a spiritual journal is very important and the lessons are important. Because sometimes, we forget the lessons, or the lessons just, leave us for some reason. And then when you have something written like that, it is useful at a later point of time. Much later, when probably you'll need it the most. So write down everything that you're learning by reflection, by, like a video you're watching, you learn something, write it down, because that will be helpful for your growth in the future. Now, Archangel Metatron is also here to tell you that please make sure to focus on your root chakra, because this point of time is very crucial for you to root chakra upgrade yourself. Once again, what will happen is, if you really work on your root chakra right now, automatically your relationships will improve. Especially, the material aspect of your life will improve. Because of course we are not on the human plane to just learn lessons and grow, but also we have to take care for material needs, and all of that is reflected in your root chakra, which is why at this point of time please pay careful attention to this. Now, Archangel Metatron is also here to tell you that you are now coming into infinite possibilities, where you are coming into a time where you are like, I can do anything, I can go in any direction. And then you have to make a choice based on what you are okay with, what your soul is okay with. Yeah, see, 100 directions will call to you at this point of time, but take the best from it and walk in that direction. Yeah, that's something that's important. Now, Archangel Metatron is also here to tell you that there is a spiritual gift that is coming in your direction, and that is the gift of clairaudience. So once again, this gift really manifests itself in the form of, loving guidance that comes to you. And sometimes this loving guidance can be your own mind talking. So when you're sitting just having that cup of tea and you feel like, oh, maybe this was the right way to do it. That is clairaudience. Once again, it is happening through your angels, but you're getting it from within. You're hearing it in your mind. And sometimes, of course, it can be from other people, because both things together will help you tremendously when it comes to your life. And please know this, at this point of time, whatever is happening to you, don't fight it. Accept as beautifully as you can. Because sometimes, you just have to accept that this is what it is. I am right here, I am wrong here, and I want to improve. And that sense of improvement always starts from realizing that you don't know enough. Yeah, so please make sure you accept whatever is coming your way through guidance or support. Now at this point of time, it's important for you to move around. Okay, moving around in the form of exercise or just going for a walk, because your energies need to circulate a lot. See, especially with people who are involved in any kind of spiritual practice, you're constantly receiving the energy from your top chakras. And unless you move, those energies are dormant. So please, via movement, make sure that it is balanced in all areas of your body. Yeah, that's very important. Now, please make sure In every area of your life, you set a course that you're like, okay, this is what I want to do, and you keep doing that constantly. See, constancy is important. So when you pick up something one day, don't be like, I'm going to do this now and I'm going to leave it at a later point of time. That's not how it works. So whatever you're taking up, please make sure you're firm in it and you set your course towards it. This can be for your work, this can be towards your spiritual practice. There has to be constancy in everything that you do. Now, please know this, that limitations don't come in your path to, deter you from reaching your target. It comes to you so that you're given the ability to make them into stepping stones for your success. Because you're supposed to be learning, right? You're an earthly soul who's supposed to learn the lessons. It also increases the capacity of your soul a lot more. See, unless we had obstacles, we would never ever know of our deepest capabilities. So don't feel like they're limitations. They may feel like limitations, but it is those limitations that are stepping stones to your success. You're learning a lot and you need to pay attention to these lessons. Now, interestingly for you, two areas are requiring your attention. One is your root chakra area and second is your Manipura. Yeah. So once again, Manipura is like, the seat of your power. So once again, if somebody is trying to teach you something, be teachable. Don't make this into an ego battle. Yeah. And remember, the power that you have, it belongs to you and you have to exercise that power. You need to use your willpower when it comes to everything. Don't let things, deter you from reaching your target, spiritually and otherwise as well. Yeah. So Manipura and root chakra, immense time of energy for you to make sure that they function beautifully. Now, also make sure that you reflect on the fact that you're looking at your life from a higher perspective. See, when little things here and there come, we sort of lose our balance and we really go into the zone of emotions. We're like, why is this happening? I really don't know what is happening, and we get lost in the zone of emotions. But when we look at our life from a third person's perspective, we understand things better. Yeah. So take that higher perspective, be like the eagle. There are hundreds of pigeons. There are hundreds of crows. But when it comes to the eagle, eagle is like the one who flies at the highest. And it is chosen people who fly at the highest, and that is who you're supposed to be. So don't get lost in these minuscule things of your life, is what you are supposed to know. And also, at this point of time, you have to understand, pile 1, that healing is occurring in you. And when healings occur, sometimes it really triggers your sensitivity. When little things here and there really, really get to you. And at a point of time, you have to honor that sensitivity. Because sensitivity is a gift in spiritual life especially. But don't let that sensitivity, get the best of you. You have to make this into your strength. So when you feel like, your body is not supporting you or your emotions are not supporting you in a way that they should, take a break. Take a step back. Heal yourself. Yeah. Because your own healing is very important. Because for you, pile 1, what happens is you're almost like the source of support to the world. Like you're this source of healing to the world. You're the support of guidance to the world. And when you're playing so many jobs, you yourself need to heal. Because a person who's not healed himself cannot heal the world. So once again, this talks about multiple areas in your life. Healing is at an emotional level, but healing is also at a physical level. So if you feel like you've reached a point, if you help others, you suffer a lot. Your spiritual practices suffer a lot. It is your guidance to back off and just pay attention to yourself at this point of time. And for you to understand all this, reflection is important. And when you come to this realization, when you come into these reflections, write it down because they will serve a note as your future. Okay. Interestingly, the very next message for that is of your health. Once again, when it comes to, your health, the possibility is that, you're probably going through something or you may in the upcoming future. So then it is important for you to take care of your body. See, a body is a temple and please treat it that way. And then when it is a temple, you have to make sure that anything that enters it is clean. Anything that enters it is of a pure vibration. And I'll tell you this, Whether you're drinking a cup of water, when you're drinking a cup of coffee, or drinking a cup of tea, or eating something, pray before it. Because praying on food makes it blessed. And if your food then contains anything that is not right for you, that will automatically go out of the window. I'm also going to be taking up messages from Sai Baba. Of course, if you want, you can just take them as messages from Archangel Metatron himself. Shraddha, remember something. The most important quality when it comes to your spiritual life is faith. Faith in your angels, faith in your spiritual guides, faith in your guru, faith in the divinity that you believe in. Because it is your faith that defines everything. And it will continue to define everything. So first of all, ask yourself how much faith you have in the power that you believe in. And once again, please remember, as I mentioned here, you are a being of service. When you talk, you serve others. When you counsel somebody, you serve others. In every capacity, you serve others. And because when you serve God, then your own healing, your own bodily healing, your own emotional healing is very important. But of course, in the future as well, the path of serving others is going to be your path. And look at that. It's amazing when these things come together. So once again, the message was reflection. So, something that we started off with, we're going to be ending up with that as well. So reflection is the key point for you in the future, especially for your spiritual life. Because the lessons that you're learning right now are crucial. And they have to be understood, they have to be reflected on, they have to be written. The written word, please maintain a journal. I have been speaking about this time and again in multiple of my videos. So if you are one of those people who've listened to this advice time and again, and if you've not started, please, I ask you once again, and I really request you once again, do that. It will really help you in your life. Yeah, overall, these are the messages that you need to receive from Archangel Metatron and also Sai Baba for those who believe in him. And I leave you here with nothing but my best wishes. I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, then these are the messages that you need to receive from Archangel Metatron. Now, for you, pile 2, the first messages that you need to dig deep. All the answers that you seek, all the guidance that you need to receive is always inside you. But for some reason, probably you don't trust that guidance. If the guidance says, oh, you're good at it, trust that inner voice. Yeah, because you're very intuitive when it comes to these things, and you're very, very much in touch with the realm of angels. So trust that guidance that is coming to you, and at all point of time, do what you feel is right for you and your life. Remember this, what is happening, when it comes to you and when it comes to your spiritual path. See, we all have layers within us, which sort of disconnect us from the realm of divinity. And it's like, those parts are coming out. These curtains are coming off one after another, which is making your soul shine brightly, which is making your soul really, really come into the true essence that the divine expects of you. And which is exactly why everything that you do is beautiful. Everything that you feel is right for you. Yeah, so you are ready to shine on your spiritual path. But yet you are being told that, even though everything is going well, please don't be like, I know everything. Even if you reach the top of the spiritual ladder, the belief system that you need to hold is, I don't know anything. It's only then your cup remains empty, the spiritual cup, and then the divine can fill it with more. There is always going to be more to come. Yeah, so have a beginner's mind when it comes to everything, but most importantly when it comes to spirituality. Because after a point of time, what happens, people become proud. So don't become proud and be like, I know it all. Now, also what may happen, in the upcoming time, you may become a little bit extra sensitive to the energies around you, extra sensitive to the emotions of others as well. Like probably you are sitting in one place, your friend is sitting in the other place, and you can almost, understand that, okay, maybe this person really needs me, or this is what is happening with them. Once again, it is a gift because the layers amidst you and the divine are really being taken out. So honor those feelings, honor those thoughts and beliefs that are coming in your direction. You're becoming sensitive to these energies. Psychic energies is what is coming through. And please know this, that the time that you're entering into spiritually is going to be ever changing. Like one day you feel this way, second day you feel that way, third day you feel this way. Once again, it is because of the sensitivity. And the sensitivity always changes, There are layers of sensitivity as well. And then you have to adapt yourself to your surroundings in the upcoming time. So then rigidity will not help you. Yeah? So come out of that rigidity and be a little bit more flexible. And know this, if at some point of time you feel like, the energies are too intense or they're getting too much for you, go and take a walk. Or sometimes what may happen is, you may find certain questions in your mind regarding your life or your spirituality, and you're not getting the answers for it where you are. Take a break and take a walk. Sometimes if you are in nature, then you get the answers through nature, through birds, the flight of birds, animals, trees. Because remember, every species there is on planet Earth is involved in some or the other form of worship. So sometimes getting help from these beings also comes your way, and hence a walk is important for you. Of course, it does wonders to your health as well. But for your spiritual life especially, nature walks are crucial. And you need to actively disconnect from some people is what I'm really getting here. Okay, some bonds are really becoming toxic for you. And what happens is, you keep thinking about that person and those bonds strengthen. And you don't want those bonds to strengthen, because then if that person is really negative, that negativity comes to you. So please, at all point of time, if you feel like, things are getting beyond a point, or you're connecting with people who are always negative, invite Archangel Michael to disconnect your energies and cut those cords for you instantly. Yeah, involve Archangel Michael in everything that you do. And once again, please, please, please surround yourself with people who make you happy, who make you shine, and people who are better than you. Yeah. See, we always know who are the people who always inspire us. We always know when I'm with this person, it's like the vibe is very different. We are, vibrational beings, which is exactly why we pick a vibe. So once again, be around people who inspire you to be better than who you currently are. And the path of devotion is your path for you. So when you think about God, think about how best can you fall in love with God. Not how best can you gain something from Him. Because there are some people, they get into spiritual worship so that they can get some power, that they get some gift. These gifts will help you till a particular point of time. And then the spiritual journey comes to an end for these people once they've gotten their gift. But for you, the path towards the divine is towards the highest realm. And then just fall in love with God. And when you're asking for something, ask for the love of God to increase in you every single day. Your spiritual path is very different, and you are directed to the right way of doing things. Yeah. So once again, like Radha, devoted to Krishna, that is how you should be. Now, always at all point of time, be honest. Honesty is most important. See, the way I believe it in my spiritual practice, when you're being dishonest, it's like, it's like a black dot is put on your heart. And then you need to ask for forgiveness to sort of, take that black dot away from your heart. So don't be dishonest. Be honest with everything. Be honest in everything you do and give your best. And be brave. See, the path of love is not for the weak-hearted. That is something you should know. So you need to be brave like this night. No matter what comes, you're not going to back down. You need to really, really be courageous as well on your path. And once again, please make sure that wherever you go, you spread love. Even though you may be around somebody that you don't like, be normal. Okay? Don't ever say something that will hurt somebody else's feelings. Because once again, what happens is, you say something, you forget it then, but that contributes to that black dot on your heart. So instead, just hold your tongue. That will be the best way for you. And for some of you, maybe you need to work on your relationship with your mothers. Especially if you have some issues with your mother, or maybe you've not had a great relationship. Now this could be like you are a mom and you have a daughter as well. So mother-daughter, mother-son relationships. You need to really focus on that and get better at it. Yeah, so please focus on love and peace, especially in these relationship. And know this, that whatever you're doing in your life, whether this is material or spiritual, have a discipline around it. So when you set your mind to do something, you should know that this is something I'm going to be taking up for good, and I will not leave it halfway. See, I know people, they start beautifully on their spiritual path. They take up a chant and they leave it halfway because they realize, oh, this chant is better, I need to go and do this. Or they start worshipping a particular god and they're like, oh wow, this was good, no, I'm going to go there and now follow that. That is not how it should be done. Yeah, because you're just going around in circles, right? So if you're picking up something from somebody, if you're picking up a particular chant, if you're picking up meditation, discipline in it has to be important. Yeah, discipline, a path of love, and following everything you do to the very end is important. Yeah, I'm going to shuffle on camera for messages from Baba, and if you want to take these messages as messages from Archangel Metatron, you can. Once again, as I mentioned, you are on the right track. You are on the path of highest truth, which is why certain curtains are lifted from your eyes. So please continue on this path and don't change your spiritual practice frequently. Please. Yeah. So if you have been doing that in the past, if that was your norm in the past, please let it go. If you're following a one teacher, that one teacher is enough for you. If you're following a path, that one path is enough for you. Yeah, that's something you need to know. And Karma Yoga. Once again, for you, the Karma Yoga is in your speech. Maybe you are sometimes a bit harsh with people even though you may not realize. Or you do some things maybe consciously or unconsciously that hurts other people and contributes to your negative karma. And please remember, anytime the karma that you do is not right, there is like a black dot on your heart. And then you have to ask for forgiveness, and you need to do things that contribute to your good karma. So it is best that you focus on your karma every single day. So when you go back to sleep at night, ask yourself, was I good today? Was I kind today? Did I do something wrong that I have to ask forgiveness today? And do it right then and there. So forgiveness practice is important, and asking forgiveness from God is important, so that you get out of that cycle of Karma Yoga, which you were involved in previously, and it has to go. And flow with life. Once again, don't try to push your agenda. See, especially when it comes to spiritual life, you will grow at a particular level. Nothing you do will force things for you. No amount of praying for gifts will, make those gifts come on you easily. Because spiritual gifts are like a blessing. They come if you're deserving of it. But for that, your karmas have to be right. And you don't have to be attached to getting something. Okay, I'm on the spiritual path so that I get it, that I get divine inspirations, that I get channel messages. No. Your path, should that be of love. That the only thing that I want is the path of love from God. I just want love from God. When you ask for love, God is like this ever-loving Father. He'll give you everything else just complimentary. Easy. Yeah? But overall, these are the messages that you need to receive from Archangel Metatron for your spiritual journey. And as always, I want to leave you with my best wishes. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, then these are the messages that you need to receive from Archangel Metatron. Now, for you, pile 3, you're reaching at a very important point in your spiritual practice, where you are reaching a portal, and I'll tell you this, the portal that is opening for you is during the eclipse period. So everything that you've been working on spiritually will reach its peak during the eclipse. Yeah. So if you can, whatever mantra you're chanting, chant it during the eclipse and be devoted to it. Especially if you can fast during that time, it'll be great. Because what happens during the eclipse period, any food that you eat really doesn't benefit you. In fact, it brings about, negative impacts on your body. So make sure that your body is pure during that point of time, and you constantly involve yourself in chanting. Preferably don't go into meditation that time, because if you don't do this right, it, may not help you that much. Yeah. take care of your diet and take care of your chanting during that point, so that you can cross the threshold of the portal that is opening beautifully. It's a very important time for you. Please remember it. And depending on your location, please check the timing of the eclipse, because people all around the world watch me, so I cannot really tell you, according to your country, which is right for you. And please make sure, if you are on some kind of spiritual path, you make dedicated effort to it. And when it comes to dedicated effort, please devote at least 15 minutes a day to doing that particular spiritual practice that you're in. 15 minutes every single day, and if you can stick to that particular time, it'll be great. Because what will happen is, that practice will keep building up. It'll keep building up. And then there will be a point where it reaches its fruition. If you're not doing it already, start once again a chanting, or continue on that if that is something you're doing, but make dedicated effort. And please know this, you don't have to hurry when it comes to anything, especially your spiritual path. You cannot hurry, and it is better to go slow. In fact, people who actually go slow end up reaching the quickest. Yeah, just like in the Hare and the Tortoise. Some people really rush into things, but they don't take care of the basics. So go to the basics, do it properly, and then when you're really ready, it's like nobody can defeat you. Always. Spiritual path is all about getting the basics right. Yeah? And please know this, that whatever is destined for you from the kingdom of God will come to you no matter what. Nobody can take it away from you, because it is your birthright. Being a divine person that you are, being a divine being that you are, and being a child of God. Yeah? And you just need to know something, that you're loved. You are loved no matter how many mistakes you made. You are loved no matter what you think about yourself. Yeah? Because sometimes we beat ourselves up for absolutely not any reason at all. Yeah? So remember who you truly are in the eyes of God, His child. And no parent can ever think negatively of a child. Yeah? They'll point out your flaws for sure, but that's because they want you to get better. They want you to get better every day. So remember who you truly are. And at this point of time, you have to take the lead when it comes to your spiritual practices. Don't wait for somebody to tell you, this is right for you, do it. So don't be like, okay, I'm going to watch this video and whatever I'm going to be getting, I'm going to be doing it. Taking guidance from it is great, but you have to take the leadership for it. Yeah? So you need to be firm on your practice every single day. And don't wait for somebody to remind you that, okay, isn't this your time to pray, or isn't this your time to meditate? It has to come from within you, because only things that come from within you actually end up becoming big things and contribute greatly to your spiritual growth. But when it comes to your spiritual practice, the basic thing is your body, nourishing your body. Yeah? Getting the elements in your body right. So please make sure you're getting the right kind of vitamins and the right kind of minerals that your body needs. And please make sure, if you can, visit like an Ayurveda expert, because they tell you what is basically, the way your body is diverted. Does it have Pitta? Does it have Kapha? Or it is Vata? And then, they prescribe certain medicines that get everything in harmony according to your body type. So get that done and pay attention to your food habits, because see, in the end, food contributes to almost 30% of what benefits you in your spiritual life. People underestimate, what they're putting in your body. If you're putting in food that is rajasic of nature, it is not going to help you in meditate. You'll always feel sleepy, or you feel like, you're too restless there. If you eat food that is sattvic, at least before you're sitting into meditation, automatically you'll feel like, you can concentrate better. You can sit for longer duration and your mind is not restless. It all comes down to food and what you put in your body, which is why the body is called a temple. Now, please make sure at this point of time, you may feel like, two things are calling your attention. You may feel like, you are very drawn to the material world. You want to earn money, you want to have like a good life, and you also want to make your spiritual life a priority. And you can do both. Absolutely you can. You just need to make sure that there is a division between two things, which is exactly why it is being told that when you dedicated a particular time to it, do it during that time. So that the other point of time you're absolutely free. Dedicated time is the answer for these questions. See, because material life is important. We cannot live on the physical plane without it. You have to earn money, right, to put that food in your body. So you cannot disconnect these two things unless you are actually a yogi or completely renounced from the world. Please remember this. One thing that you have to be careful of, and this is especially true when it comes to the spiritual world. Don't ever be jealous of the success of another being, especially of a spiritual nature, because we see others who are like massively amazing when it comes to the spiritual level, and then we look at ourselves and we are like, oh my god, I wish I could be that. You don't have to be like that person. The possibility is you're going to be getting so much more than them, or what you're going to be getting is very different from them. The things that are most customized to you. Yeah, but you will get it nevertheless. So instead of being jealous of somebody else's success, be happy for them, because when you're sending a vibe that is happy, it will automatically attract everything good from them. Yeah, please be careful, because this is like a biggest secret when it comes to the spiritual world. Yeah, very important. And please know this, that inside you, pile 3, there are certain tendencies that are very destructive. Yeah, and of course some things can be related to envy, jealousy. See, we all are born with it. Okay, not exactly born with it. We are born as a baby, beautiful, but we acquire it. And then when we are going back to the source, where spirituality, you have to make an effort to destroy it. And it is a process. Chanting is a great way to help you to curb it. Yeah, so please take care of these negative qualities. Make effort to put them to end. Once again, by asking forgiveness from God, that's a great way, or chanting a mantra, either way. Preferably a mantra given to you by a guru, because that guru mantra helps you massively. Yeah. And Archangel Metatron is also here to tell you that you need to follow the voice of your soul, because the voice of your soul is actually the voice that your ancestors put inside you. See, we are the best of our ancestors. So follow the guidance that sometimes come within you, especially when you're stargazing. Yeah. So once again, if you associate with the Pleiadian energy, I feel like some of you can actually be Pleiadians. And I'm getting specific Pleiadians, okay? I'm not getting starseed here, because I believe your origin is Pleiadian. Yeah. So please make sure you follow that guidance that come through with it. Yeah. And see, in your life, especially during the eclipse, it is like, certain things are going to be coming to an end. The old way of being for you is going to be coming to an end, and you're going to be making massive spiritual progress. So please, wherever you are, if you can just take a day break that day, it'll be great, and focus on your spiritual practice. And focus on putting an end to negativity inside you. Yeah, just write down on a piece of paper every single thing that you feel is negative around you, and just flow it into water, burn it, whatever you feel. And just know firmly in your heart that that is gone, and invite the blessings of your teacher. He'll help you in this. Yeah, or you can also invite the blessings from Archangel Metatron, whichever angel you believe in. But see, the thing is, angels help guide us. But it's like, like a teacher on the human plane teaches you something. It is always your teacher who helps you beautifully. Yeah, that's what Archangel Metatron is here to tell you. But the eclipse period is a time of ending and new beginning for you. And remember this, at this point of time in your life, you're going to be finding new friends coming in. Yeah, and these friends will help you for a particular purpose. Like maybe some friend is going to come in your life and they're going to be helping with you with that, and they're going to teach you something. And every friendship has a purpose for you. So take the best from your friends as well. Learn from your friends. Learn from your spiritual friends especially. And once again, don't be, jealous of them. Take from them and aspire to be, like them or better than them. That is what you need to do. Because each person these days has one friend who's very spiritual in nature. So take the best from them and aspire to be better from them, not even like them in fact. Yeah, but your friendships will teach you a lot right now. But most importantly, once again, I'll go back to the very first thing, which is like, you're reaching a very important portal, especially on the eclipse day. Pay attention. I'll do a separate reading for the eclipse. Yeah. And once again, you have the message of gratitude from Baba. Okay. Now, once again, you can take these as messages from Baba or from Archangel Metatron himself. But be grateful for whatever you have. Be grateful for whatever blessings you have in your life. And you'll have more. And be grateful for your friendships too and what people in your life are teaching you. Yeah? Because when you learn something from somebody, okay, if you're grateful for it, it'll always multiply in your life. Yeah? And surrender. Okay, once again, I was talking about your spiritual teacher, whether you know them or not. Surrender to them, especially on the day of eclipse. And just ask them to help you in whichever capacity they feel you need help. And remain centered. Yeah, once again, please be careful about what you put in your body, and fasting on the eclipse, if you can do that, it'll help you a lot when it comes to your life. Yeah, remain centered, remain grounded. That will help you a lot. Yeah, connect to your breathing. See, if you're not really understanding how you can be centered, do pranayama. Just deep breathing. If you don't understand pranayama, take a deep breath, let it go. Take a deep breath, let it go. Even that is enough. And focus your mind on that. After a point, you'll be like really, really laser focused. And if you can repeat a mantra with incoming breath and outgoing breath, that will help you in your chanting practice a lot as well. Try doing that. Yeah. And let go. Once again, it is a time of greater amount of surrender for you on the eclipse day. Once again, the old you will sort of die in some ways. And a new you, a spiritually better you, will emerge. Where is that card? Yeah, see. Yeah, it's like one phase is over, one cycle is over, one karmic cycle is over possibly. And you need to let go of that and move into the person that you're supposed to be. Yeah, but overall, these are the messages that you need to receive from Archangel Metatron for your life. And I will leave you here with my best wishes. I will see you next time. Bye.